Basically, what is High End Hoops Academy, right? We're development over everything. What you're getting out of this is shooting development up to 2 times a week skills training, which we do Monday through Thursday for um, all the same times. Generally, ninth and 10th are either 5:45 or 7 p.m. It'll just kind of depend on our numbers and some of our other programming, but that's Monday through Thursday. You can pick any 2 times a week for that. Our in-house 3-on-3 league. Many of you have done 3-on-3 leagues with us on in different parts of the year, whether it be fall or spring. We will have that. Those will be on Sundays. Skill-based practices. So I have, I've put together the 5th through 8th grade practice schedule, and I'm sending that out to all of our 5th and 8th grade academy athletes today, and then we will create a practice schedule for any high schoolers, any of the high school, the 9th and 10th that we have. Uh, based on kind of what's left available. I know there's a lot of multi-sport athletes, so we can get into that type of stuff. Players of kids with baseball and stuff like that. Monthly athlete check-ins. I want to make sure we're checking in with each academy athlete, and even if you're not in our academy and you're with us on membership and coming to workouts and training here, we are also going to be doing that as well. 1-day shootouts in a 2-hour radius. The 1-day shootouts we'll go to. I can get into the weeds with that in the next couple slides. And then the in-house 5-on-5 games, we will have. I'd love to invite other programs here and run games out of our own facility, and that will grow as we kind of go along. And then you also get 10% off performance training at Athlete Factory and 50% off our shooting guns. This kind of stuff, again, I want to quickly go through this. This kind of stuff right here is all on our website, hindhoops.com, so you can find it there. But essentially, why are we doing the academy? We're trying to make it, like a 3-month commitment and less money on your end. From expensive hotel stays, the food, the travel time, versus being at home and, having more time to do other things and maybe saving some money and having better investment elsewhere. European model approach, right? So we're focused on a long-term development, not not just centered around, winning everything. A product of, if you're getting better, you should be winning over time, winning more games over time. So we're trying to help kids become more well-rounded and adapting to different roles to compete. That kind of goes into positionless basketball, which again equals higher IQ, understanding how to play, not just a lot of kids. I mean, a lot of players do basketball, but they don't play basketball. Anybody can do basketball, not everybody can play basketball. Um, and I think that applies to a lot of things. Again, I'm going pretty quick. Overall investment, our season for this spring summer for high schoolers will be mid-March, April, May, part of July, and potentially a first week of August. I talked to a parent yesterday. This is all pretty fluid. Especially with this being our first kind of go at this, it's going to be a little trial and error, and we're going to try to accommodate as best we can for people's schedules and with our schedules and moving things around here and there. But a lot of this stuff is very fluid. So again, we talked about the skills training 2 times a week with High End Hoops, Monday through Thursday. You pick any combination. So for June, obviously, high school kids are all with their their programs, right? So uh, they're all with their high school programs. So we don't have any official academy stuff in June. But if you want additional training in June, we can set that up, cross that bridge when we get there. So um, team practice Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, depending on the month. Again, I know many that I've had a few parents that have sent me their baseball schedules, and just because that was a big concern with practices, so going to take that into account because again, I want to try to make this work for the multi-sport athlete that wants to continue to have a ball in their hands with a purpose. 3-on-3 league, we are setting those dates today, and I want to try to get that out. So I have mid-March to mid-April. Not sure when we're officially going to do it, just because I don't want to run into it. May end up being April instead, because I really don't want to run into fighting spring break for 3-on-3 league, just because it's like a lot of people will do it but not fully be committed because they end up going somewhere for spring break, which I get it. 1-day shootout Saturday or Sunday in late April, May, July, or first week of August. Again, this is all fluid as well. I don't have anything set in stone yet. But again, I'd like to do um, try to get an idea with some people because I have a couple people that have already been committed or applied for a while and trying to get ideas of potential dates and everything. But uh, what I'd really love to do is have more in house, right? So we'll figure out what that looks like as time goes. But again, this is all pretty fluid still. Player development tracking check-in, we talked about that. Athletic eval and agility sessions with Athlete Factory, they'll do that once a month. And then you got some other extras right there. So the other big question was like if I haven't had this as much with high school parents, but a lot of the fifth through eighth parents were like, well, if we don't do academy, can we still do 3-on-3 league? And the answer is absolutely. Um, the funny thing is, I don't think a lot of people realize like we've been doing everything in this column. We've been doing that. We've always been doing that. So for some reason, you guys can't make the academy work with with a membership here at High End Hoops. You can still get the shooting skill training, 3-on-3 leagues. That's apply for those. You get half off shooting guns, open gym access, and yeah, all that. Really, the High End Hoops Academy is really just adding that team aspect to everything. And then our roadmap. I'd like to get everybody applied in the next week, and then we'll talk about tryouts with that stuff. Depending on numbers, we'll go from there. February 23rd is when I'd like to do the tryout if we can. Again, this is all pretty fluid too because I don't want to necessarily waste any time or take up too much time if we don't need to. So again, this is the date I have for that. That could be early, could end up being earlier in the day, but because I obviously don't like doing stuff super late on a Sunday, but sometimes you have to. So and then the 27th we'll notify and then start rocking and rolling. Second half of March. Coaching endorsements. These are all coaches that I've talked to and love our ideas and support our program. There's a lot more, but yeah, I haven't updated this in a while, so I don't know what I did there. Let me see. So that's pretty much it for the slides. Let me So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull up. If you guys have questions, go ahead and shoot them in the messages, and then I'll kind of ping pong back and forth on. I'll kind of ping pong back and forth on what questions I can send. Or I'm sorry, what questions I already have. So if you guys have questions, just put them in the chat, or I think there's like a raise your hand button. I can click and unmute you guys. Let's see. Will there be academy training 5 nights a week? So training sessions are, like I said, let me pull that up again. So again, right here, training sessions. If you look here, right? So right there, it says up to 2 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So they're available Monday through Thursday. We don't do Friday because we allow the ability to practice that day. And again, maybe fluid, some parent, but it's just easiest to keep our programming through the week. Now in July, the times may be a little bit different. In June and July won't be at night. It'll be like midday, mid-afternoon. But for March, April, May, all of our training, our development sessions are during the week, Monday through Thursday. Let me just get these questions. I'll go down to this FAQ. So is there a payment plan or academy or for the academy fee, or is it all one payment? So we set up a monthly payment structure for each of the 3 months, but there's if you want to do full payment, that's fine. We have the gear pack. I believe it is $160 for reversible jersey and shorts, book bag, and then shooting shirt, and then players able to hold onto that for any of our programming that they ever have here. Because even like our 3-on-3 league is reversible jerseys and all that, so they would already have that stuff. Do you allow multi-sport athletes? Yes. Like I said, for guys that are in baseball, we are trying to design a schedule with enough flexibility to accommodate multi-sport athletes. Obviously, it's never going to be perfect, but we are going to do our best to figure that out. Especially with baseball, with rainouts and stuff. I get it. There's so many things that can conflict. So for our first season of the academy, we'll be taking 10 players max each grade level. If for some reason I don't have exactly 10 and 10, 9th and 10th, then it'll be a kind of a combo, and we'll mesh. Again, if you don't decide to join, right, we have everything else going on here. It's just the team, the academy team aspect is what you guys would be missing on. And again, our ultimate goal is to transition our entire program into the academy. We want to teach players how to play, not teach plays. All self-explanatory. Coaches. So this question. So coaches for 9th and 10th will primarily be me, Coach Nana, if you've met him, Abby Fight, who's been with us for a while, she would take girls side, and then potentially I'm meeting with another coach today in about 30 minutes, and then if Paige Robinson is back from Germany, she may be coaching as well. So.